Hi everybody, welcome to OCR Talkback, DarkeSword Solo Edition, I guess. I'm DarkeSword, judge and remixer on OverClocked Remix, and this is OCR's weekly web show where we answer questions. Usually there's other people with me, like staff members and stuff, remixers, but nobody's around tonight. Larry's busy, and I think everyone else is doing other stuff. So it's like a DarkeSword solo mission tonight. I'm single playering it. So, you guys got to help me out. Tweet your questions on Twitter with the hashtag OCR Talkback, and maybe we can make it through this thing alive. So, let's see. I guess we always start the show off with what we're listening to. So what am I listening to this week? I've been listening to a lot of stuff lately. Checked out the... I don't know if you guys have heard of this VGM composer, Hideki Sakamoto. He's really good. He does music for Level 5, and there's a soundtrack I've been listening to a lot lately, Time Travelers, which is this kind of it's kind of like a visual novel, kind of interactive movie game that Level 5 came out with in Japan only. The music is actually amazing. And Hideki Sakamoto also did the music for Attack of the Friday Monsters, which is a really cool 3DS game, which you can get on the eShop. So that's one of the VGM things I've been listening to. Another thing I've been listening to is there's a band called Dirty Loops, just came out with their album Loopified, which is really awesome, like a fusion jazz rock kind of sound. It's really good, kind of a Stevie Wonder vibe. Very, very fun, very cool album. So you can check that out. A lot of Mega Man music, and been digging through some old soundtracks. Was listening to some Suikoden Celtic collections a couple of days ago, which was really good. I don't know if you guys have heard of those, but you can check them out. They're very good. It's all Suikoden music done in Celtic style. So that's really fun. Let's see. I'll probably go over... I know Larry did like 10 obscure remixes that he likes on OverClocked Remix, so I might go through that. I might do that, give you like DarkeSword's picks or something. But let's go back and take a look at Twitter. And there's a couple of questions from the past couple days. Brandon Schrader asked, what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? He asked this question a lot, which is weird, but I guess I can answer it. In my opinion, there's only one movie that really captures kind of the brilliance of Nicolas Cage, and that would be Con Air. It's like this, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it's like this small independent movie he did back in the 90s. It's about like a father and a daughter, and he's trying to get home to her after going to prison, and they use, aviation as a metaphor. It's really deep, so that's a good one. You should check that out. Yeah, no, it's a stupid movie, but it's really good. That's my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. David G. Barrett asks, has anyone ever tried to bribe the judges to get their remix onto the site? I don't think so. I don't think so. No one's ever tried to bribe me. We have had some people try to do some kind of shady things on OCR, but I don't think anyone's ever actually tried to bribe us before to get their remix on the site. And even if they did, it wouldn't work. Because, what are you doing? I mean, it's not, I don't know. So, yeah. That's the way that goes. So, no one has ever tried to bribe anyone to get onto OCR, as far as I'm aware. And I've been on the staff for a long time, so I probably would have heard about it. I'm going to go to YouTube real quick and check if there's any questions there, because I'm kind of like, it's weird to be doing this by myself. So, let's see what's going on here on the YouTube. No comments yet. Awesome. This is fantastic. All right. Let's see if I can do some screen sharing. Maybe I can go on OCR Remix and do some screen sharing. Oh, you know what? I can talk about a new compo that we're started. One of the things I have been listening to a lot lately in the past couple weeks has been Shovel Knight soundtrack and Shovel Knight Arranged soundtrack. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game, Shovel Knight. It's awesome. You probably have heard of it. It's on 3DS and Wii U and Steam, and it's like a 8-bit platformer, 8-bit style platformer, which is really awesome, with amazing music by Vert, Jake Kaufman. So we're actually doing a Shovel Knight compo on the forums on OverClocked Remix. So it's going to be really cool. It's a single elimination composition. People are getting assigned knights from the game, and they're going to battle through with a they're going to battle through a single elimination tournament, and it's going to be awesome. Remixes and stuff. Zircon is asking me something. He says, "Hey, are you around?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on Talkback." I'm on Talkback. He's asking me about comic books. All right, so I'm visiting my parents up in New York, and we're going through my dad's old comic collection. He has a big collection of something like 150 to 200 comics pre-1967, Marvel and DC. Not sure what the best approach would be. Huh. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. You guys are just listening in on my conversation with Zircon. Well, you should probably check out a price guide. All right. Anyway, let's see. Maybe I can screen share OverClocked Remix. Can I do that? Let me see. Talkback, screen sharing. Cameraman. Screen share. There we go. Screen share. Firefox. Start screen share. Oh, hey. Cool. All right, so OverClocked Remix. So let's go through some of my favorite remixes. So I like Zutra. Is this doing this? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So I like Zutra. Zutra is actually one of my favorite remixers of all time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but if you're not, you should be, because he is awesome. Got a really great electronic style sound. Does a lot of old square stuff. Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Terra Enigma is Enix. I guess that counts as Square Enix now. But he's a bit. He loves Kikuta, a lot of that stuff. So one of my favorite remixes by him is Skyline, which is a Xenogears remix. Really, really awesome. Really cheerful, light. Makes you feel like you're up high in the sky somewhere, flying around. Let me just play a little bit of that for you guys. This is a really cool remix. Hopefully this plays. So what I really love about Zutra is, his percussion is very detailed, very energetic. And he actually does a really great job of sort of integrating the bass line with percussion and sort of locking everything together. He's really good at the part writing, I just love this remix so much. It's so good. Yeah. So that's one of my favorite remixes. Skyline by Zutra. Let's fade this out a little bit, and then bam. So make sure you guys check that out. Let's see. Let's find some more remixes that I like. What else do I like? Remixes. We should browse games actually. Some Genesis stuff. There are some really good Genesis games. View all. Let's see. Let's see. Ristar. There we go. So I played a lot of Ristar when I was a kid, way back when, and it's probably one of my favorite soundtracks ever. And there's a remix that was posted a couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago. It's called Fiesta Among the Trees, and it's like a live Afro-Cuban version of the Dancing Leaves theme from the second, I think, like the second stage of the first world. So it's really cool, really kind of like got that great like kind of like Latin sound, Afro-Cuban sound. Here we go. So the mix has kind of like a really nice, organic, kind of loose live feel to it. It's really relaxing. You know, you just sort of like it's a good like kind of summer song. You know, outside, you know, at the barbecue or like you know, drinking lemonade or something. Yeah. So that's a great song. Check it out. Fiesta Among the Trees by Southwestern College Afro-Cuban Jazz Ensemble and Strider Yoko. So yeah, make sure you check that out. That's great. Let's see. What else do I like? Is anyone even watching still? Yeah, I might cut this short, guys. Whoa! There I go. Okay, let's go back. Let's check the Twitter to see if you guys are asking me any questions or if you're just leaving me hanging out here. All right, cool. Ristar. Isn't Ristar pronounced Rystar? Maybe? I don't know. I've always said Ristar. You know, I guess that you can pronounce it Rystar because it's like rising star, but I've always said Ristar, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Rystar. So. I don't know. That's Carl Servian asking that question on Twitter. Anorak Saga says, "Hey DarkeSword, what's your thoughts on the 7-Bit Heroes Bubble Dragon mix?" I love that mix. It's really good. We actually played that at Kineticon as part of our Name That Remix game that we did at our panel, which was actually like completely abysmal. But yeah, we were playing it and. Nobody recognized that it was Bubble Bobble, even though it's pretty obvious that it's Bubble Bobble. But you know, I think it's gonna go down in history as like one of those really iconic remixes. You know, it's just got the great lyrics and stuff. You know, that "Carry On" that it opens up with, "Take Me Home." It's just fantastic. So Carl Serbian also has a question on YouTube. He says, "I had an idea for a remix, but it's a genre I don't know very well. I want it to be a slow and creepy piano piece, like something that would go with a haunted house, but I don't know what else would go with it other than piano. So far, the only song I'm using as a reference for the genre is the song Right Behind You from Team Fortress 2. What songs do you recommend?" Wow. So like for spooky music, I don't know. Maybe check out maybe check out like stuff from horror movies or you know, old episodes of Twilight Zone. I can't really think of any songs off the top of my head that are spooky. Maybe someone out there who's watching can help me out. But you know, maybe check out like the Halloween theme. You know, theme from Halloween, which is that kind of like 5/4, like that. Dun, 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 dun. What else? Night on Bald Mountain, classic piece. Check that out. Yeah, I don't know, man. Check out soundtracks to horror games like Silent Hill, maybe. I'm not really familiar with Resident Evil's soundtracks, but that might be the way to go. Maybe try some slow strings. When you're trying to do spooky music, you kind of want to do like sort of slow, sort of deliberate. You kind of want to use like old sounds. You want to make it sound like it's from a long time ago, because for me, like, scary things are like old things, you know, like ancient things, or things from a long time ago that people forgot about, you know, like ghosts and stuff. I guess I don't know if that makes sense, but that would be my approach for writing like a spooky mix. Yeah. Let's see. Well, there goes again. All right. Annual fundraiser, help us take OCR to the next level by supporting us on Patreon. Yes, make sure you guys support us on Patreon so that you can have more amazing programming like this, where I'm sitting here talking to you by myself. Okay, so let's move this microphone back towards me and find some more remixes. Let's see what other remixes I love. Let's see. Mixes. Bando. Bando, alle, Seghe. I think that translates to something very naughty, but that's okay. So this is a remix that I really like from a couple years ago, from a long time ago actually. It was posted maybe 10 years ago. Wow, or 9 years ago. Human Race is the game. Bando, alle, Seghe is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Bando, alle, Seghe is the remix title, and it's really cool. It's kind of like this old school kind of 90s like Enigma vibe to it. I don't know if you guys remember Enigma, but he had all those songs on those like not easy listening, but more of like those like Gregorian chants with like drum beats and stuff. Anyway, I'll just play the remix, and you guys can judge for yourself what's going on here. You guys get the basic idea what I mean by, you know, that Enigma sound, using that sadness drum loop that Enigma was so famous for back then. If you ever watched daytime TV and always saw those like compilation album commercials, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a great remix. Make sure you guys check that one out too. Let's see, what else do we got? Let's go to the front page. Maybe there's some good stuff there. Actually, let's check out the albums, and maybe we'll find something good on the albums. Bam. What do we got? There's a lot of music on this site, man. There's too much. I can't handle it. I don't even know what to look at. Let's look at some Mega Man remixes. Yeah? Games, Mega Man. You guys like Mega Man, right? What do we got? Mega Man Legends. Mega Man X. What? I heard something. Did someone join? Oh, it's WillRock! What's up, man? I can't hear you, bro. Alright, I'm gonna shut this screen share off. This is crazy. Alright. WillRock says, yeah. Is your mic not working? I'm dying over here and you join and your mic's not even working. What's going on? Oh no. WillRock to the rescue. This is insane, man. You want to just type and I can just read what you're saying? Let me... He says, let me use my mic, you bitch. Not you, the thingy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm glad that the viewer count is actually increasing as people are tuning in to watch me crash and burn on live in front of
1, 2, 3 testing.
Ah, there he is.
Yeah, hello.
Finally, I'm not talking to myself anymore. Yay! Oh, that was painful.
All right. Okay. Okay.
That was painful.
Okay. I'm here for real now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you been?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've just been doing some judge stuff. So.
Oh yeah. A lot of judge stuff going on.
Yep.
I need to catch up on some judge stuff myself. I gotta judge some mixes and then I gotta do some other things. So.
Yeah, I need to go to bed, but I'm not. So here I am.
Well, thank you for joining me and saving my ass.
Cool.
I've been sitting here for like almost half an hour just talking to myself and talking to like the ether. So this is good. So what are you listening to this week? Anything good?
The Shovel Knight soundtrack.
Yes.
Because of the compo. So yeah. I've been familiarizing myself a little bit with Shovel Knight. So
have you played the game?
I haven't. Hakštok. If you invite me more people, you can send me the Hangout link. Hold on. Yeah, he wants to join. So let's. Let me send him a link. I'll put it in with Sicto Sound, so maybe he will decide to come in as well.
Yeah,
we've got a free. Here. We've got a little. The three of us have got a little chat room in IRC. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Something really cool for anybody who's using Reaper out there. How many people are watching this? I have no idea.
Like 8 people.
8 people.
Yeah.
If anybody's using Reaper, I have I found a video that shows you how to convert audio to MIDI in Reaper just using free stuff. It's mono, but it's like it's really fucking good. Is it
accurate?
What? Sorry.
Is it accurate?
It's accurate. I was playing my guitar with it, and I I was able to really be like playing my guitar, and out comes a piano sound. It's fucking sick. Like,
Wow.
and this is something that like a lot of people want to do, but they don't know how to do it. Like I brought this guitar to MIDI converter thing,
Yeah.
and that was about $100, £100, about $150.
Yeah.
And that was about a year ago, and it was pretty bad. And the funny thing is, this thing with Reaper, Reaper is a free DAW, by the way. We don't know,
No,
this
not
is
technically
better
free.
than that. Well, yeah, it's not technically free, but
technically you have to pay for it if you're going to use
technically,
it.
For anything that's.
But they don't bother you about it. They don't bother you about it.
No, they're very gracious about that. They let you use it for free.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why that would be. They probably lose a lot of money that way.
I'm sure they do.
Like.
Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they don't, because maybe if they bothered people would just pirate it anyway.
I mean, apparently, like it's only about $60. So
I know that's like nothing.
That is nothing for a DAW. Like most DAWs are Reason's about £250. I don't know if it's like $400 or something.
Yeah, and if you buy FL Studio like Producer, it's like at least 200. I mean, if you want the plugins and stuff, it's at least like $200.
Yeah.
I mean, FL Studio is also considered very affordable. Yeah.
And Ableton is about 300, I think, 300-ish. And when you consider that, like, Reaper has, audio support and plugin support, and it does everything really, doesn't it? So you're not particularly limited by anything. I suppose the only thing is it doesn't really have any too much built-in things in terms of synths. It's got a lot of effects and things that come with the software, which are really cool. Yeah. But there isn't really much in terms of built-in stuff. So you really want to get something like Complete if you want to go with. Yeah. But other than that, it's good. So.
Yeah. Let's go. I don't know if Hakštok's actually going to show up, but let's go back.
I linked him. Chrome crashed on me just a sec, so he's coming eventually, I assume. Okay.
So Anorax Saga, or Anorax rather, on Twitter asks, any other semi-obscure compo ideas floating around in that magnificent head of yours? Wow. Compo ideas. I'm always thinking of new stuff with compos.
You know what I think there should be? And I think Larry would be on board with this, because it would help him finish his album. And that is a Tim Follin remix competition. That would be sick.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've been talking about this Mega Man Battle Network and Star Force one that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I was gonna do it earlier in the year, but then some other competitions happened, and I was like, well, let me put my compo off while these guys do theirs, and Phoenix was running his RRPC, and I want to do it like a Gauntlet style, like Wily Castle Remix Gauntlet, but the thing is, I want to kind of use some stuff that's specific to those games, like the battle chips were a big part of those games, but I need to figure out a way to do it where it's fun for remixers to sort of like use battle chips in their remixes and stuff, and I'm not sure how to do it, so I need to work it out, and I want to get some art done for it beforehand to sort of like make it fun for people, and yeah.
Well, you've got plenty of time to figure that out while this Shovel Knight remix compo is going on.
Yeah, so, it's gonna be good. We need people to sign up because I want to run 2 compos, and so we need like 24 people.
Yeah,
the singles and then the doubles. I really would like to do the doubles one along with the singles one. So.
It seems like from what I've seen, more people are interested in the doubles one, which is good because obviously you need more people for the doubles one.
Yeah.
So
I think if we get 16, I might just, and we can't like if we can't get 24 people, I might just be like, all right, let's just do doubles, and then I'll match people up. And I don't think too many people are going to be like too upset about it. If they really prefer single, if they prefer doing the singles one, but we'll see what happens. I gotta do a little recruitment, try to get some more people to sign up for it, because that game has amazing music, and
it really does.
And I think people kind of want some remixes and stuff for it already, so.
It doesn't surprise me. It's and anything that is chiptune, like people will go for that, because there's so much room for interpretation with those soundtracks, and particularly if they've got good melodies. And Shovel Knight has good melodies.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, it's a chiptune, but the thing, it's also just really well written. It's really good songs, like really good melodies and stuff.
Like that. Particularly, I really like some of the ideas that Jake utilizes in his music. Like, there's some every now and then he'll do something that just like legitimately not much music wows me at this point. Like, I've heard a lot of shit. But sometimes he'll do something and I'm just like, what the fuck is this, and why does it work so well?
Yeah, exactly.
And Shovel Knight does have that quite a bit.
Have you heard his Mighty Switch Force soundtracks?
Yeah, that's where I'm mostly thinking of. There's this one track in particular, and I actually posted a status about it. It's the
Hey man.
Hello, Hakštok. Is that how your parents your username? I'm gonna call you Ivan. Ivan Ooze. I'll call you Ivan Ooze.
Ivan.
Okay. But
Ivan Ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Yep.
Oh, I like that movie.
It's a terrible movie.
Yeah,
it's a terrible movie, but
it's a great terrible movie.
It's a great terrible movie. It's
kind of like Commando with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's Commando with Schwarzenegger in space and like toys and things. Toys fighting in space.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
And the frog Zord.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to go off on a tangent for a little bit because you reminded me of something. I was actually talking to Jarrell about this a little while ago, but it's really funny because, okay, so in Power Rangers the movie, right, they lose their powers and then they get, like, the ninja powers, right? So they get all new swords, right? And, like, the Black Ranger, Adam, gets the frog, right? And when he finds out he's the frog, he's all like, I'm a frog. He's like all depressed about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then in the TV show, when they switched, when the Rangers lost their powers and then they got the ninja powers, they didn't use like the movie storyline. Like they made their own storyline in the TV show.
Yeah,
it was like a completely.
That was weird. It was like an alternate thing, wasn't it?
It was. So the movie actually like existed outside of the continuity of like. The
movie
show.
just didn't happen.
The movie just didn't happen, right? So they do the bit with like where like they all get their powers and they get revealed like what ninja animals they are, and like Adam finds out he's a frog, and he's like totally fine with it. He's just like, yeah, awesome, I'm a frog. It's just like there's like nothing, because in the movie he's like, oh, I'm a frog, and then, like in the show he's like, okay, he's totally fine with it, and I was just like. Hey, wait a minute! It's like you missed the whole opportunity to make him do that again. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
But there was some joke. Why am I a frog?
Yeah.
Oh, the princess kisses the frog.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then she kisses him. But
you guys are remembering more about this movie than me. When did you last watch this film? Like
when did I last watched this movie? 15 years ago?
15 years ago.
It was here not so long ago.
How old is this movie? Wait, Mighty Morphin. I'm going to look this up. I'm sorry. I really apologize to everyone watching for going off on this tangent, but this is important.
I think they'll like it. Everybody likes Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was looking at the theme tune to it earlier today. I'm not even kidding. So this is nicely on topic for me.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, is from 1995.
Oh, do you know what else about that movie? Go and just have a look at some of those effects.
They're terrible.
Like, they are some of the worst special effects you have seen.
The final battle CGI was awful.
It's worse than the TV show, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's actually
worse than the TV
It's worse
show.
than the TV show, and it's like even like the suits they like did like the redesigned suits for like the movie, and even the suits looked like worse. They looked terrible.
The suits, I seem to remember, they look like really sort of shiny. So
yeah, they were like armor. They like built armor for them.
Yeah,
but it was like really crappy like 1990s like action movie armor. It was really terrible.
I thought that it was really. I thought it was sort of a bit of a wasted opportunity because it was like the storyline was pretty good, but they changed a load of stuff. And like they changed the suits, they changed they got the theme tune. They changed the theme tune. Apparently, it's fucking Buckethead.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And like that's awesome, but it's still not as good as the original, which is saying something for the original guitarist.
Yeah.
Because that's like saying he's better than Buckethead. Which it's a lie, of course, but
Yeah. Man, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for this is going off another tangent. I'm waiting for someone to challenge Buckethead to the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh yeah.
Just see what he does. Like tipping a bucket on the bucket, or
maybe.
Just replaces the bucket with another one.
Yeah, he's just like I've been doing it my whole life. Like, or in fact,
it has always contained ice.
It's already sort of on his head, and all he does is he lifts it, and then it just all down on him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, everyone watching this, we're weird. I apologize.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
It's a weird talkback.
Yeah, this is a weird talkback. This happened when I arrived. So I apologize. It's all my fault. I take full responsibility.
Ivan, what are you listening to this week, man? What's going on?
I've been listening to lots of Motoi Sakuraba's works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because this month it's Sakuraba month on Dueling of Duels.
On DoD. Are you listening to Tales stuff, or are you listening to like his...
Star Ocean stuff mostly.
What's that?
Star Ocean stuff.
Oh, Star Ocean. Okay, Star Ocean. That's good. Go ahead, Bill.
Sorry, I just want to quickly say I know a lot of composers' music, but I never know what the names are, with the exception of Nobu Omatsu, whatever his name is. But I never remember that. So did I pronounce his name right? Umatsu, is that it?
Umatsu,
yeah, right?
Umatsu.
Umatsu, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Like even the guy who wrote the Streets of Rage music, and he's like one of my favorites. I can't even remember his name because it's Japanese and
right.
Sure, yeah.
Isn't that Koshiro?
I can't remember Japanese names because apparently I'm racist. I don't know. I just can't remember them. I apologize. I carry on with the.
So the thing about Sakuraba is like, I don't know, like his Tales soundtracks are just.
He's too progressive.
It's so like samey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like. There's nothing I don't feel like there's anything that really stands out about his work on Tales games, aside from like maybe like a couple battle themes.
Yeah, battle themes. His
battle themes are good, but like do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you play a Tales game and you walk into a town, it's always like it's not the same song in every town, in every game. But it's like it's the same song.
Is it kind of like Pokemon in the sense that all the music sort of melds together?
Yeah, it's sort of like this.
Yeah.
It's sort of like this vaguely pleasant blur of music, I guess.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like he phones it in, with the Tales games, and then he saves all of like the interesting music he wants to write for stuff like Valkyrie Profile.
I'm not sure if this is just me, but I find that's a problem with big soundtracks that have a lot of different music.
Yeah.
And the Tales soundtracks are huge, aren't they? They're massive fuck-off beasts of soundtracks.
Yeah.
And like Pokemon is another one with like it's got like two it's got like 10 like route themes and about 20 million battle themes and battle themes for each legendary dog and what and things. You know what I mean, and eventually that stuff all gets a bit samey, and that's the problem I find with like big soundtracks.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying like Sakuraba's work is bad. I'm just saying like it's so like forgettable, I guess. Because
he tends to reuse instrumentation and themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, a lot of his Star Ocean tracks, which I listen to, are just bass, drums, and synth or an organ.
Yeah.
So it gets repetitive, but there are some good tracks.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's written a lot of standout tracks in the past couple of years. Like, I mean, the soundtrack to Tales of Fantasia is kind of iconic. It has some really classic themes, like "Be Absent-Minded" and all those other, But I don't know. Like, I love Tales games, and like the music isn't bad. It's just that like you kind of like, oh yeah, Sakuraba just sort of like. He's just like he sat down and he's like, okay, I have to write like 100 tracks for this game.
Could I quickly go on record and say that you should all go and download the Tales remix album that OC Remix did.
Yeah,
it's from the games that we are currently bashing the music for being unforgettable. And we did a whole remix album for all this forgettable music.
Yeah,
and we remixed it and probably made it worse, No. But no, we didn't really.
You see how good we are. We don't like the music and we still remix
it. No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying that I just. It's kind of it's forgettable. I don't know. I mean, that's just how I feel about his work on Tales. I don't know. Maybe that's just the personal problem I have. But yeah, check out if you're looking for music that's not forgettable, check out Summoning of Spirits, which is our Tales of Fantasia and Tales of Symphonia arrangement album.
I think that was the first OC Remix album I've downloaded.
Oh yeah.
It was one of my first as well, actually. I don't think it was the first, but maybe the second. It was the first one where I was like, ooh, they do albums. They do big albums, like, and yeah.
It was either that or Chrono Symphonic.
Oh yeah, Chrono Symphonic's a classic. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I never downloaded that one, probably because of my hate of Chrono Trigger. But it is Chrono Trigger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be. It's not going to be Final Fantasy.
Everyone loves Chrono Trigger.
Everybody loves Chrono Trigger.
It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack, and we don't have it over here. And you know how I
have
feel
Chrono Trigger in Europe?
That. No, we don't have Chrono Trigger in Europe. When I got to OCR, I had no idea what Chrono Trigger was. The first thing that I did when I got to OCR was I looked up what games had the most remixes, and I saw Chrono Trigger at the top. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Why is it over Mario and Sonic and Zelda and all of these other iconic games? What the fuck is Chrono Trigger? And
Chrono Trigger is an iconic game.
Not over here, believe me.
I've only heard of Chrono Trigger because I played Chrono Cross. Then
wow,
I first played Trigger in like 2010.
No, the only thing Square that is popular over here is Final Fantasy. There's no Secret of Mana. There is no Xenogears. There is no whatever else there is of Squares.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's basically Final Fantasy, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Europe is a strange place.
Yeah,
Yep.
I played all the other Square games except Final Fantasy when I was in college or high school.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
I mean,
grew up on Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot. We have that.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
So Carl Serbian, WillRock, just to go back to what you were talking about before, Carl Serbian asked, does the Reaper MIDI converter work with entire songs or just single channel audio files?
Could you say that again? Sorry.
Yeah. Does the Reaper MIDI converter work with entire songs or just single-channel audio files?
It won't work with full songs because it's more for recording rather than when I say that it doesn't convert tracks to MIDI. It's not like I put in an audio file and suddenly the MIDI track will. It's not like that. It's where I'll play in my guitar and it won't necessarily come out as MIDI, but I'll be able to change it so that it's coming out in another channel as my synth stuff. So, and I can do that in real time. So I'm basically using my guitar as a synthesizer, effectively a MIDI controller for a synth. That's basically what I'm doing. In the sense of MIDI, I'm not talking in terms of like all the notes on the piano roll because it doesn't quite work that way, does it? Because when I did it with Hakštok, you realise that they both actually came out as audio files, which was interesting. So I don't quite know.
You can't capture the MIDI, I think. Just use it to control the synth.
Yeah, I think that's all the MIDI is there for, just to control the synth. I don't, when you record it in, it doesn't record it as MIDI. It records it as an audio file, but it's weird. Basically, it's a MIDI. It turns your guitar into a MIDI control. That's all it does.
Yeah.
That's the That there's I did actually try and I tried to put in Van Halen's Eruption to see what happened, and it picked up some of the notes and not others. So even
playing.
Yeah, I assume it's because of the effects, because that song obviously has loads of reverb on it. But you can put in you can put in an audio file of someone playing like on a dry signal, and it'll probably pick that up, all right. But that's the extent of it. So you could for example make loads of tracks and like have them all assigned to different things, and like so you could play full tracks on the guitar and have it all come out on your synth through like about 8 channels or whatever. But that's the extent of it, because it's mono, so it only does one note at a time. Sorry, I'm going on a bit. I'm just making sure.
No, that's fine, man. That's good.
So, yeah.
See how the sausage is made. Anorax asks, WillRock, not even Kingdom Hearts in Europe, or is that an extension of Final Fantasy?
Oh no, Kingdom Hearts is in Europe. Yeah.
It's more like PS1 and SNES era RPGs that weren't available.
I did actually see Kingdom of Hearts in a retro gaming shop in town yesterday, so that's definitely over here. Kingdom of Hearts is
yeah.
I didn't buy it, but.
So what games have you guys been playing lately?
I've been playing Nosgoth. It's like a multiplayer game set in the Legacy of Kain universe.
Oh yeah, Nosgoth. Yeah.
It's new. It's in beta. I got the beta key. So
Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
Have you told Fishy about this?
He's a fan.
Yeah, he's called Kain. So for anyone
his name is Kain.
Yeah.
His name is Kain.
Well,
as in Kain that you whack people with, not.
This one is with a K.
Yeah, I know. I was being silly.
So is this an MMO or is it like a MOBA?
It's not an MMO. It's player versus player, like teams of 4. One team are the vampires, and the other team are the humans.
Like an FPS third-person shooter kind of thing.
Yeah, but the vampires can't shoot. They just attack melee, and humans, they have bows and crossbows.
Nice.
So, and after one round, you switch teams.
Nice.
Very cool.
But it's a bit buggy. It's still in beta.
Oh yeah, obviously. What about you, Will? What have you been playing lately? Anything good?
Hearthstone.
Nothing.
Hearthstone.
Oh, Hearthstone.
Yeah.
A lot of Hearthstone.
Yeah. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I played Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Get that round your head. Don't even know how that happened.
You don't need to play World of Warcraft to play Hearthstone, though.
I know,
I mean,
but I think you'd assume that because it apparently even has characters based from World of Warcraft in it, and it's like
all the heroes that you play as are characters from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's like it's like playing it's like playing Sonic Racing but never having played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or something. So
yeah,
I assume, but
This blue guy.
I have been playing a lot of Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
A lot of Diablo 3. Lot of Diablo 3.
I have a question because I kept on confusing that with the Dota series. Who made Dota?
Yeah. I know Dota. I don't play Dota.
Yeah, I know that Damon's Emery Monzerall plays Dota, and I used to be on Steam a lot, and every time he'd go in it, I'd just type in Dota for about an hour, and it would drive him insane because he can't play the game. So he's trying to concentrate, and I'm just typing in Dota.
Dota.
And then one day he just came up and was like, "Dude, if you carry on, I'm gonna get fucking pissed off."
That's great.
Yeah, I'm a terrible troll, and a really boring one apparently. So
yeah,
you know that's my boredom levels. Typing Dota for an hour to someone who's playing the game. That's
there you
that's
go.
how bored. That's how terrible my life is. But yeah.
All right. So I think we can just close it up tonight. Not a lot going on. Not a lot of folks around. It's getting late for you guys in Europe.
I don't care.
I think we have some stuff I want to take care of myself.
I don't care. I'm not.
So thanks guys for tuning into this very weird talkback.
This was a good
wants to plug
talkback.
anything.
Yeah.
This was the European talkback with DarkeSword.
With DarkeSword. DarkeSword's like lone wolf, and then the Europeans come in and save me. So thanks guys for showing up. So let's close out with some plugs and stuff. So anything you guys want to promote? Anything? Hakštok?
I want to promote. So if you're a Sakuraba fan or you play a live instrument, enter or listen to this month's Dwelling of Duels.
Nice.
It's a monthly competition. Each month has a theme, and this month it was, of course, Sakuraba. And the deadline is in 5 days, I think.
Right, and that's at dwellingofduels.net.
Yeah.
.net.
Lots of cool people there, OC ReMixers.
Yeah. A lot of cool
And
people.
the quality of the past 2 months is amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Russian guys started entering, and you know Russians.
Yeah. It's go hard or go home.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about you, Will?
I'm going to shamelessly promote myself and my album Welcome to the Real World because I don't think I've promoted it much recently. It's a nice album. Buy it and download it for me. I will love you forever.
Yeah.
And you can get it at willrock1.bandcamp.com. Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah, it's also on OC Records if you want to get it.
Oh yes, it's on OC Records, of course. Buy it on OC Records because that way I will get it as part of the royalty payments later on rather than right away.
It's coming, man. It's coming. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Yeah, it comes right after the other one. So yeah.
So that's on overclockrecords.com. You can grab that on Overclocked Records, or you can get it on Bandcamp. So WillRock gets his money right away. Whatever you guys want to do.
I don't care. I've just got a payment. I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to plug a couple things. First thing I want to plug is Knights of the Remix, which is our Shovel Knight remix competition.
Oh,
yeah. Yvonne is entering, WillRock's entering.
Yeah, I'm going to beat you all.
A lot of folks are
no, you're not.
If you join, you're my fodder. I'm...
Are you teaming up with anyone?
You guys doing singles or doubles?
I'm planning on singles because
me too.
This is a terrible thing. I don't like collabing.
Yeah. No, I don't really like collabing either that much.
I mean, I don't mind if people are there with me. Like I actually did collab with Flexstyle when he came over to the UK, and he was right across here, and we were collabing on Final Fantasy of all fucking things.
Yeah.
And as you do, and yeah, usually it's sort of like you send the file.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait for a week before you get the file.
And you also
back.
have to make sure you have all the same plugins and all the same synths and all the same sounds and stuff.
Yeah, you have the same DAW, the same synths, the same fucking, the same fucking megabyte usage. I don't even know.
Yeah.
The only way I can do collaborations is if someone needs to play me an instrument or something I don't have. Like an expert noise plays sax on one of my songs. And I play guitar on lots of people's songs. But that's the only way I can do it.
That is pretty much what I do, and that's another reason why I don't like collabs. Pretty much, I play my guitar in my collabs, and I don't like playing my guitar. It's a fucking nightmare. No, I should say I don't like recording my guitar. Playing my guitar's fine, but recording it is just it buzzes, and I can't play, and those are two bad combinations. Because even if I get a good take, it's buzzing when I'm doing the good take, so I have to delete it, and I have to wait for a good day when it's not buzzing. Because it seems to fucking do it whenever it bloody likes.
WillRock is alive tonight, man.
I have to get up early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, as you might have noticed. It's late now.
He's on a tear tonight, man. Shovel Knight remix competition. It's called Knights of the Remix 2014. Make sure you guys check it out. It's on the forums. Enter. We're looking for 24 people to compete. We're going to run 2 separate competitions. There's going to be a singles competition and a doubles competition. The doubles competition is basically, instead of a single remixer getting assigned a night and working his way through the competition, it's going to be 2-man teams, and they're going to be assigned a single night, and they're going to be working their way through. So 2 separate competitions, not a lot of crossover, but I want people to compete and participate. Shovel Knight is a really great soundtrack that deserves a lot of remixes, and also competitions are a great way to get involved with the site and hone your skills and learn your craft and have fun with people and meet people and make friends. So make sure you guys check out Shovel Knight, Knights of the Remix on OverClocked Remix forums. What else do I want to promote?
You should have called it Knights of the Remix Table, because that would have been more obvious.
Yeah, I think Knights of the Remix is good though. Let's see. I also want to, as always, promote the For Everlasting Peace 25 Years of Mega Man.
Oh, I have mine somewhere. It's upstairs.
This is our commercial album that we did. You can download the digital version for $10. It's on Amazon. It's on iTunes. Or you can buy the absolutely beautiful physical copy, which is $18. You can buy that on CD Baby. I think you can actually buy it on Amazon now as well.
You can buy it on Amazon. I think you can buy it on iTunes. I assume distribution.
No, the physical CD you can actually buy on Amazon now. You can order it on Amazon.
I see. Right.
CD Baby is selling it through Amazon, and Amazon will fulfill it for you, so you can get it through Amazon as well. Or you can just go to CD Baby. I would recommend Amazon, because if you have Amazon Prime, you can get the free shipping and stuff. So. Don't pay shipping. Come on, guys. Let's be serious. So, For Everlasting Peace, 25 Years of Mega Man. It's a really good album, really fun album.
I have a track on there, as does DarkeSword.
I have a track on there too. Do you have a track on this?
You asked me, but I couldn't. I was writing
That's actually a shame. Like.
Yeah, I was writing my bachelor's thesis at that time. And I was busy as hell.
How could you say no? That's for Capcom.
I was too busy.
Capcom.
We'll try to do another one.
That's like one of the rules of life. You don't say no to Capcom.
We'll try to do another one next year. 27 years.
Rule number one: never say no to Panda. Rule number 2: never say no to Capcom.
Never say no to
way of the world.
Yeah.
Never say no to DarkeSword. That's the rule number 3.
I've learned my lesson.
Now you must join his compo. He's called you out. You can't say no to him.
No, it's a shame you weren't on the
rule
top
number
of
3.
man. I would have loved to have you on it. It would have been fun. But yeah, it's a really great album, despite the fact that Hakštok's not on it.
Yeah, get it.
Unfortunately.
It's better with the fact that he's not on it.
Okay.
All right. So make sure you guys check this album out. And as always, check out OCR Remix. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And tune in to Talkback again next week. Hopefully, we'll have more people. Hopefully, it won't be me just like hanging out by myself for a half an hour before I get saved by these guys again. This has been Talkback. I'm DarkeSword, and we had WillRock and Yvonne with us tonight. So thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Bye.